That South Park episode came out at perfect time because, well, there's been a lot of Marvel and Star Wars news and even some Disney news. And none of it has been good. It's made the South Park Pandaverse episode more popular because I don't know if it's fate or whatever, but after that episode dropped, we got Snow White getting delayed, and them actually putting the 7 dwarves back in it. I don't think they were there before, so they're going to overhaul that movie. And then we got the Ahsoka ratings. That's not good. We got that Variety article, which led to this Blade news, which has everybody laughing because how do you mess this up so badly? Why is a Blade movie about life lessons? That's just not anything anyone wants to see. And that's just a piece of it. He's the 4th main character in his own movie. And then the new Echo show gets a trailer, and somebody comes out that's involved in the show, and the executive producer anyway, Cindy Freeland, and says that representation was extremely important to the series and even called the characters' actual powers in the comic kind of lame. It's right there. There's the quote. And saying, oh, we've changed that because now because she's Native American, they have to give her some kind of special power. So now her power is that she can use the powers of her ancestors or something. I don't know. Why don't you just stick to the source material? This is the main problem with Marvel. Why don't you stick to the source material? Like, oh, her power in the comics is that she can copy anything, any movement, any whatever. It's kind of lame. Are you kidding me? That's basically what Taskmaster's power is. Though they screwed up Taskmaster too. Taskmaster is a abused woman. A trafficked, abused woman now. That's what Taskmaster is. Like, this is part of the reason why the MCU is such a joke now. Besides the fact that this character should have never got a series anyway. Maybe down the line. But how about you give us the Fantastic Four before you give us Echo? I mean, is that so hard to ask? How about you give us characters that people have been wanting to see in movies for decades before you give us some obscure character that, honestly, most people probably didn't even know existed. It's like America Chavez gets to be in a movie before Reed Richards, even though Reed Richards was in that movie, but they made a complete joke of him. Black Bolt was in that movie. They made a complete joke of him. No, I don't even want to count it because, oh, here's your first MCU Black Bolt. Oh, wait. We're going to close his mouth and have him pop his own head. Ha-ha. Isn't that funny? Well, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the greatest piece of evidence I ever could that the MCU is dying, and that's that Loki Season 2's ratings are down 60%. This was Marvel's biggest show, and I hear people saying it's good. I haven't watched it. I don't care about it. Not interested. I've been skipping it. Just like I skipped Ahsoka. Just don't care anymore. Done. And I'm a huge Marvel comic book fan. At least of the good stuff, the old stuff. Huge comic book fan. And I just don't care anymore about this shit. Not excited for anything that's announced. Nothing has my interest even peaked. I'm not even interested in the X-Men movies. Actually, I take that back. I am kind of interested in Deadpool 3. And that's mostly because Hugh Jackman is in it. I don't know how you can fuck up a Wolverine Deadpool team-up movie. Marvel might find a way. They might find a way. But that movie, I'm actually somewhat hopeful it'll be good because I think Ryan Reynolds loves Deadpool, And I just can't see him signing off on a shit movie. Maybe it'll be shit, but, I hate to get excited for anything anymore when it comes to these franchises. But Deadpool 3, who knows? I would hope Ryan Reynolds would have some integrity on it. And I would hope Hugh Jackman would as well, to step back in that role after the beautiful send-off that Logan had in his final movie. To come back and kind of spoil that, even though it's still there and it's not the same Logan or whatever, it's different multiverse Logan. People said the same thing about Professor X, but it's still, you still associate it to that character because of the fact that, it's the same actor, it's the same role. I didn't need to see the same actor come back to play the role if it was going to be shit. I almost wish they had never done that Professor X cameo. I do wish they had never done it. Because he had a great ending in Logan, but whatever. This is definitely not what Marvel needs right now, as it learned Loki Season 2 is a big catastrophe on Disney+, as the ratings are down nearly 40% from the Season 1 premiere and a whopping 60% from the Season 1 finale. Nielsen has released his streaming ratings for the week of October 5th, which includes the first episode of Season 2's Loki. The premiere episode failed to make Nielsen's overall top 10 streaming list. That's significant. It only made top 10 original. And it had 446 million minutes, which also includes any episodes watched that week from Season 1, so a total of 7 episodes. For comparison, and it's a big one, the Season 1 premiere from June 9th, 2021, clocked in 731 million viewing minutes in its first week, though it should be said the pandemic was still happening. That's a loss of 39% when comparing the Season 1 premiere to the Season 2 premiere. It goes on to compare the show to Ahsoka and The Mandalorian, which also saw drops. Just more shit is falling, and I don't know what they do to fix this. Don't think they can, to be honest. I think Marvel should be rested, just like Star Wars, and then you just bring it back as a total reboot. But instead, they're going to use the multiverse in that Secret Wars movie. They're going to use the Battle World storyline. I've broken this down before. And then they're going to make a new main universe with elements from every movie they like. So you'll have some of that Fox X-Men cast back, probably, and you'll have an established X-Men in the new MCU. They will probably bring back Captain America and Iron Man with new actors in the established MCU after Secret Wars, and then you will have somewhat of a soft reboot. I think that's their plan. Whether or not that will work will depend on if they actually make the writing good and stop catering to the message. That would help. Anyway, let me know what you guys think about all this in the comments. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit that notification bell. Check out my Rumble and Locals, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace. Make sure to check out my Locals. There's a link in the description. It's a fun community that I'm trying to build over here. If you don't want to support me on YouTube, you can come over here. None of that money goes to YouTube. You also can just come over here for free. But if you are a supporter over here, I do plan on doing an extra live stream once a month and throwing links to the supporters so you can actually come on and have a supporter live stream with me. Also, it's a good place to catch all of my content. You don't have to worry about notifications like YouTube. They'll definitely work over here. So come check out my Locals.